What would you do if someone told you to get your black ass out of their seat? On a flight you actually owned? This isn't just a story about arrogance, humiliation, or racism. This is a story about power, truth, and one man who reminded the world that dignity is not negotiable. Stay with me, because the ending will leave you speechless. Scene setting. The plane hummed softly as passengers shuffled in, dragging carry-ons down the narrow aisle. Overhead bins clicked shut, seatbelts snapped into place, and the smell of recycled air mixed with fresh brewed coffee. It felt like any other flight, until one sharp command cut through the calm. Tension builds. Get out of my seat. A white woman's voice, dripping with authority, pierced the cabin. She didn't ask. She ordered. And when the black man calmly explained, "That's my assigned seat," she didn't hesitate. She yanked him up by the shoulder, spilling his coffee, humiliating him in front of strangers. Some laughed. Others filmed. And just like that, the theft of dignity had an audience. Conflict. He held out his boarding pass. Seat 1A. The flight crew swooped in, not to defend him, but to back her. "Sir, there must be a mistake. Economy is in the back." They barely looked at his ticket. They looked at his hoodie, his skin, his scuffed shoes, and they judged. Phones went live. TikTok comments rolled in. This is discrimination. They won't even check his ticket. The woman smirked. "I've been a Diamond Medallion member for 15 years. I belong here. Does he look like first class to you?" And the crew nodded along. "Move now, sir, or we'll call security." Escalation. 4 crew members surrounded him. Threats of handcuffs echoed. The passengers whispered, caught between shame and curiosity. The woman leaned back in his seat like a queen watching her victory. He's embarrassing himself. He's holding up the entire flight. But the man stayed calm. His breathing steady. His voice controlled. Because this wasn't just another passenger. This was Marcus Washington. And in his silence, he wasn't just enduring humiliation. He was calculating. The twist begins. Finally, Marcus pulled out his phone. The crew scoffed, probably calling to complain. But his thumb moved with practiced precision. Not to dial customer service. Not to beg. But to access something no one else on that plane had ever seen. A portal. An interface. A dashboard that screamed one thing: power. Climax. Security enters. Security stormed in. 2 officers. "Sir, your boarding pass, please." Marcus handed it over without hesitation. The officer read aloud, "Seat 1A." The crew jumped in. "It's forged. Look at him. He doesn't belong here." The woman lifted her chin. "Use common sense. I belong here. He's lying." And then Marcus turned his phone screen outward. Silence fell. Gasps rippled through the cabin. Because there it was. Marcus Washington, Chief Executive Officer, owner of 67% of the airline shares, authority level, supreme access. Shock and fallout. The clipboard slipped from the purser's hands. The flight attendants froze, faces pale. And the woman who stole his seat, she shook, lips trembling. You can't be." But Marcus's voice cut like thunder. "I don't just own seat 1A. I own every seat on this aircraft. And what you've shown me today is exactly why change must come." The internet exploded. Livestream viewers skyrocketed. Apologies poured in from trembling crew members. But Marcus wasn't done. Protocol requires you to check documents. Instead, you judged me by my skin. You threatened me with handcuffs. That isn't a mistake. It's systemic failure. Resolution. He called HR right there. Terminate employee #47291. Suspensions for the rest. Effective immediately. The crew collapsed, some in tears, some begging for mercy. And then, he turned to the woman. "Miss Whitmore, you claimed loyalty. You claimed superiority. But you failed to claim humanity. You will apologize publicly. You will serve in civil rights organizations. You will be the face of the very training you mocked. Or I will end your career today." Her arrogance crumbled into tears. Passengers erupted into applause. The internet roared with justice. Marcus finally sat down in seat 1A, and with a voice calm, powerful, and unforgettable, he spoke. Dignity is not negotiable. Respect is not earned by wealth or status. It is the birthright of every human being. And today, let it be known, discrimination will never fly again. Outro, YouTube style. And if you believe in that message, don't just watch. Act. Hit that like button, share this story everywhere, and drop a comment with where you're watching from. They are a movement, and we are only getting started.